This is the story of a girl named Reema, whose mother died in her childhood. This is why Reema's father Ramesh had to marry again. Ramesh's second wife Chanchal was a very nice woman. Chanchal's behavior was very good for Reema. Ramesh had already told Chanchal that he wants to take care of Reema like his own daughter. Chanchal also took care of Reema like her own daughter. They were very loving. Some time passed and Chanchal gave birth to a girl. Chanchal calls him Prema. Now Chanchal takes good care of Reema and Prema. She doesn't bother about them. Time passes by and Reema and Prema start going to school. Ramesh works in a multinational company and that's why Ramesh is transferred to America. Hearing this, Reema is very sad and asks her father, "Papa, why are you going? You can work here too. Then why are you leaving us and going to America to work?" On this, Ramesh tells Reema, "Son, it's only a matter of time. I am going to the project. As soon as the project is completed I will come back immediately. Don't worry, after me, Chanchal will take good care of you." Then Ramesh goes to America. And some more time passes. Everything was going on normally. Chanchal, Reema and Prema took good care of both of them. Reema and Prema also studied well in school. Once upon a time, Reema and Prema had a fight while playing. The fight escalated so much that Prema started hating Reema from the bottom of her heart. She started hating him. She was always trying to make Reema feel inferior. Prema used to provoke Chanchal against Reema. In the beginning, Chanchal didn't pay much attention. But slowly, Chanchal also started to listen to Prema. One day, Prema tells her mother, "Chanchal, mother, why don't we throw Reema out of the house? How many more days will you keep this stepdaughter at home? She will never be ours and all her property will be ours. Now that Papa is no more, we can easily throw Reema out of the house." Chanchal nods her head in agreement. Chanchal asks Prema, "But how will we get Reema out of the house?" On this, Prema says, "Ma, when will Mama come in handy? Mama will make Reema stay in her house." Chanchal likes what Prema says and for this, Chanchal calls her brother and invites him. She tells her brother everything. On this, Chanchal's brother says, "Sister, don't worry. I will make Reema feel better tonight." In the evening, when everyone is sitting to eat, Chanchal's brother mixes intoxicating medicine in Reema's food. After a while, Reema falls unconscious. Now Chanchal's brother lifts Reema up and walks towards the forest. Chanchal's brother thinks while walking that he will leave her in the jungle and the wild animals will eat her at night. This thought comes back to him after leaving Reema in the jungle. And after leaving Reema in the jungle, he tells his sister Chanchal. Chanchal and Prema are very happy to hear this. Here in the jungle, Reema regains consciousness in the forest and she is very scared to find herself in the forest. At first she doesn't understand how she reached there, but then she understands that all this is her stepmother's doing. She was very scared in the forest. She was praying to God that she gets some help from somewhere and she should be able to escape from this dangerous forest. Then the forest officer was wandering in the forest with his soldiers. There he sees Reema. He thinks, "What is this poor girl doing alone in such a dense forest?" He goes to Reema and says, "What is your name, son? And what are you doing alone in this jungle? You should not be here. There are many wild animals here. Have you left your parents?" Reema tells the forest officer says, "Oh, is that so? No problem, come with me." The forest officer takes Reema to her house. Ramesh had already returned from America. When he asks Chanchal about Reema, Chanchal lies and says, she cries and lies to Ramesh. "I took him away with the dacoits. I tried my best to save him, but I couldn't save him. Please forgive me." Hearing this, Ramesh's feet start to slip and he starts crying. Meanwhile, the forest officer takes Reema safe and sound. Ramesh is overwhelmed with joy. He asks Reema, "Are you alright, my child? Did the dacoits hurt you?" Seeing Reema safe and sound, Chanchal and her brother are in a bad state. Now they know that their story is going to be revealed. And the forest officer tells Ramesh how Chanchal's brother had left Reema in the forest for wild animals. Ramesh is very grateful to the forest officer and asks Chanchal and her brother to leave the house. Chanchal apologizes to Ramesh and promises not to repeat this in future. But Ramesh does not listen to Chanchal and asks her to leave the house. On this, Reema explains to her father that her mother has always taken care of her. Please give her one more chance. Ramesh agrees to Reema and gives Chanchal another chance. Then Chanchal never considered Reema as her stepsister and started taking care of her like a loving mother. Reema also started living with Reema with a lot of love. Now the whole family started living happily together.